July 21st, 2019. Guys, what a beautiful sunny Sunday morning here in central Mississippi. Watching this disturbance out in the Atlantic, it has a 20% chance of development. It's a couple hundred miles east of the central Bahamas. It's producing disorganized showers and a few thunderstorms. Some slight development is possible over the next few days while the disturbance moves westward to west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Now you can see that curve that's been put into the models already. We'll look at those. And this satellite image, guys, as you see the sunrise, you can see that circulation at the surface level very clearly. And so you guys in the Bahamas and Florida, you got to keep an eye on this one because some models have it tracking into Miami, possibly moving straight up Florida. The others have it curving. We'll look at those models. Overall scheme of things, guys, we've got some very powerful thunderstorms and a kind of a cool front moving across the central part of the U.S. and moving south. We've got storms moving out across the Gulf right now. Again, I'm in central Mississippi. We're kind of out of the fray. It's sunny. And you can, again, from this one, you can see the surface rotation at the bottom. And it's always a good idea to keep an eye on these storms moving out in the Gulf. We've learned that lesson already. And guys, you folks up in the north, we've been watching everything move towards Wisconsin for the last 2 or 3 days. These storms are pushing a little further south, and we'll keep an eye on that. And you can see that actual wave that's about to come across the top of Tennessee, part of that front that's moving down. Again, very clear surface rotation, looking at this close-up of this section of the Atlantic. So we're going to be watching this the next few days, guys. Again, folks in Miami, keep an eye on the storm. This is your Invest 94L computer models. We call them spaghetti models. One has it tracking into Miami across the Keys. The second one has it skirting the east coast of Florida. The other two just turn it up and move it out into the Atlantic Ocean where it will dissolve. Now, guys, just keep an eye on it. We know these models will change. This was updated this morning at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, not that long ago. And we're still watching this heat wave. This is called an excessive heat wave in the purple areas, and you've got heat advisories in the orange areas. You got a couple flash floods and flash flood warnings out there. But that front is moving and trying to push this system a little further south than we've seen it. And it may bring a little cooler air to some areas as the storm moves through. But again, you got the severe thunderstorms in areas. You've got flash flood warnings and flash flood watches. Notice the East Coast is really piling up this heat all the way from South Carolina all the way up to New England. A lot of heat in the area. If this storm we're watching, Invest 94L, there's your flash flood warnings and watches where those storms have been piling up on you. But if we get the system move up the East Coast, it'll be interesting to see how that heat interacts with it. It's not usually a good thing for storms. Guys, I appreciate everyone checking out the video from a couple of days ago about the Alexa Pure water filters. If you haven't, go back a couple of videos, check it out. It's an invention that we patented. It goes in your Alexa Pure water filter. It increases the flow tremendously. We make them right here in our shop, guys. American made. It's a heads up. Be safe.